can.
So, Vusi, you have the opportunity to invite 3 politicians or thought leaders to dinner. Who do you invite, and what's the topic of conversation, or perhaps questions you ask for wisdom and clarity?
Jacob Zuma, definitely Jay-Z.
What would you ask Jacob Zuma?
I'm just like, how do you do it? I mean, Ungamalala, for me, whatever you want to say about how he ran the country and whether or not we did well at the time, the serious Vusi has views about that. But, you know, the Vusi that muses is like, I'd love to sit with this man and just go, do you plan these things? Because say whatever you will about Ungamalala, he is constantly 5 steps ahead of everybody. He's just constantly 5 steps ahead. He sees it, he plots it, and you can't, as a strategist, you can't but admire that there's an entire commission happening, and yet nobody's been able to produce a single email that says it came from him.
But on the rare occasion that you do have a minute or two, you enjoy playing a game of chess?
Of course, if I have the moment, I do so. I enjoy it. I have enjoyed it for a long time. I'm not a champ. I'm just a novice. I just love it. I think it is a wonderful game.
Tell us about where that interest for chess started. Where and when did it start?
This interest started mainly, I knew about it. I hadn't had time to play it. It started in Robben Island because I had more time. And that's why I learned it properly. That's when, if you are playing chess, you won't see how the day has moved. It was consumed here on an interesting thing, looking at new moves, reading, studying the mind of the opponent, anticipating what move they might take to counter yours and what would be your move, how to capture the king. Because that's a major thing, how to capture the king. You can capture the king without taking any piece if you are clever. But at times, people play until there is very few. And they don't call that checkmate. They call it stalemate.
I like that you mentioned capturing the king. I think it's a good skill to acquire, learning how to play chess, especially for a president. A lot of calculating moves.
A lot of calculating moves. Quite helpful even these days, because you know, you don't think, you don't see a thing and conclude. You have got to sit back and think, so that your move, your action, must be emerging from thinking, calculating, looking at disadvantages and advantages, misleading your opponent to think that you are moving this way and that you are moving this way. It's an interesting thing.
And who's been your favorite opponent and why?
No, I can't say there's anyone. I've played a number of opponents. I used to play this a great deal with President Thabo Mbeki. We were once arrested together in prison in Swaziland. We spent a lot of time together playing chess. The strength was equal.
I said the other time, people must be careful. Be careful of what media says to you. We were told that Jacob Zuma is uneducated, and thus they perpetuated the narrative that because he's uneducated, he's therefore dumb. But guess what? People whose intellect or whose intellectual capacity has not been corrupted, they were able to say, that guy is always 5 steps ahead, like what Vusi Thembekwayo said. And I've been wanting to make this video to say, hey guys, you know, one of the biggest things that Jacob Zuma does in this country is that he uses what the media says. When the media tells you that he's uneducated, therefore he's unable to make good and sound decisions, it makes you belittle his intelligence. What Zuma does, he takes that and works his way and surprise you. And we are always surprised by his move because we never anticipate anything good from Zuma. Why? Because the media told us that he is uneducated. Therefore, he's his intellectual capacity is dwarf. He cannot reason. There's nothing good that can come out of his head. And then boom, Zuma keep just, you know what I'm saying? And it is as if Zuma understands that, you know what? I will only work well when these people underestimate me. I am going to surprise them because they think being intelligent is associated with academical achievement. We were told at some point that the current president, you know, he's got business, he speaks good English. It was as if they were saying to us, just because of that, he is intelligent. Boom! Where is that intelligence today? I'm saying be careful of what the media is saying to us. We must be able to make our own decisions without being influenced by what media says to us, without allowing this media to dictate how we should see and perceive things. You know, I will not also be in a position of forcing you to see things in my way, but I will ask you to think twice. You know, sit down and think about it. Isn't it a good idea for you to subscribe into this YouTube channel, like the video, and comment in the comment section below? Isn't it a good idea for you to watch this video until the end? Is it a good idea for you to, you know, watch the ads, because that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel? Isn't it a good idea for you to share this video? Make sure that this video get 200,000 views. Make sure that this channel get to 10,000 subscribers. I think it's a good idea. Remember, I'm not even forcing you to do that. I'm asking you to think about it. But I'm telling you it's a good idea. You know, right? Jacob Zuma at some point says that, you know what? He's the master of chess. And I told you, there is I have a problem with the fact that the man is a master of chess. You know, I've never played chess in my life. I've stayed with a chess fanatic. I understand how people who like chess think, local chess players, I understand how they think. They get into a relationship and look at a relationship and and play it like a game. You talking to them, when you are talking to them, they look at it, they look at the conversation. To them, it's like a game. They are playing a game. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jacob Zuma thinks. If you look at things that Jacob Zuma does, the preparations that goes through everything that Zuma does, the man has proven his intellectual capabilities by not only surprising every one of us, but now what he has done with Umkhonto weSizwe is just something else. Guys, let me tell you this. Nothing happened coincidentally. Please, don't think it's coincident. It's a coincident. There's planning that went behind Umkhonto weSizwe. The marketing of Umkhonto weSizwe, there's planning that went behind that. The coincident, like when it was announced, where it was announced, there's planning. You understand what I'm saying? And they, like, you must follow Umkhonto weSizwe, man. Look, you can't help but marvel at their strategical approach into politics. You know, prior to them, you would have easily leaned towards EFF, because those were only exciting people on the market. But they got into the market, if I may say, allow me to use that word, into the market. And when Umkhonto weSizwe dropped into the market, look, it was registered as if like silently registered, and everything went quiet. But when the time was right, and when everything was okay, boom, just one button, Jacob Zuma just pressed that one button. Guess what? Everybody in this country went mad. Today, if you're looking at the popularity of Jacob Zuma, it is as if it was more or less like a little bit going down. But now the popularity of Jacob Zuma has suddenly skyrocketed. Why? Because the man understands. You know what? The man knows the assignment. Guys, I am telling you today, I don't think in this country we've ever heard a politician like Jacob Zuma. That guy, he loves politics. He lives politics, and he enjoys politics, and he understands politics, right? He eats politics. He vomits politics. He sleeps politics. He walks politics. He dress politics. He thinks politics. If you want to understand the definition of a politician, go to that man. He can destroy your political career without taking you to prison. But play the game. And he, as he had said not long ago, when he was that memorial service, that not at Mbongeningemas memorial service, the other one, man, Mapid. He says, no. Let's play politics. Let's not use certain or other things. Let's play politics, pure politics. Guys, even today, how much more evidence do you want for me to tell you that, hey, stop undermining Jacob Zuma? That guy is very intelligent. That guy is very wise. That guy, I don't know how many times must I tell you, what do I need to do to tell you that, hey, we may not agree with some of the things that he does, but we can't help but acknowledge that, listen, hey, this guy is always like what Vusi Thembekwayo says. This guy is always 5 steps ahead of everybody. Like he said himself, that he enjoy this thing here, politics. He does it out of love. It comes natural from him, right? And boy, oh boy, he's gonna play it. Hey, boy, oh boy, he's gonna play it. I did not foresee that he was gonna have a comeback like this, right? And it is as if, hey, Jacob Zuma bafethu is something else. Lawyer madala lawyer, hey, lawyer baba lawyer, something else lawyer. Bafethu no lawyer baba lawyer, something else lawyer. Oh, guys, what has been your observation about him? How do you perceive him, right? I said it on my other video. In being intelligent has got nothing to do with academical achievement. There are fools who have masters, honors, PhD, a doctorate, whatever you want to name it. Look, academical achievement gives you a perspective. But if you are a dumb cop, you can have a doctorate and still be a dumb cop with that little bit of perspective, or you can have the perspective and not know how to use the perspective. So still you need to have been born intelligent, you need to have been born wise, or you need to have been growing in wisdom, so that when I give you academics, you will take academics and excel with the academics, because academical achievement has added a perspective and has added a bit of experience, right? You're gonna mix that experience with your wisdom, with your intelligence, with your wiseness, and a bomb will come out of it. So most of the time we have confused academical achievement with being wise, with being intelligent, with, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Gandhi, it has got nothing to do with all of it, right? It has got nothing. We have often, or most of the time, confused being intelligent, being wise, being, we have confused wisdom with people who are eloquent in speech, you know what I'm saying? People who can speak fluent English. We have confused these words, intelligence and all the stuff, to those things we have attributed being wise to academics. But I guess today we realize that, take for instance, look at how people think, look at how people act, and tell me if really just because a person is fluent in English, in English, I said English, but in English, just because a person is fluent in English doesn't necessarily mean that they are intelligent. No, I doubt they are. Look, I doubt it. Like, honestly speaking, I doubt it. So, having said all this, I want you to go into the comment section below. I want you to be the one talking to me. I'm interested to read your comments. Now, the reason I don't respond to everybody in my comment section below, it is I just like your comments is simply because there are a lot of comments that are coming up, and I like them and I want them to keep coming. I've been planning to employ people, even on a previous podcast. But this year, I've put system in place, such as the first thing was to register a company. Now I've got a company. The second thing now is to buy a material. So I'm working towards buying a material that is like I'm looking at buying proper stuff, right? Then save money or raise money to employ people. I need to save at least their 6 months salaries. Then I can employ people. So I decided to restructure everything, guys. So meanwhile, I am busy raising this money and all the stuff. I'm pleading with you, do subscribe, like the video, and comment in the comment section below. Continue to share this video. Continue, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget, give me your perspective. Give me your opinion in the comment section below. I'm very much keen to understand, how have you seen Jacob Zuma? What has been your observation? Is he a fool as they want us to believe it, or it's actually a different thing altogether, right? Get into the comment section below. Tell me what you think about it. My perception is that the man is wise. The man, there's full of wisdom in that man. I don't agree with certain things that he does. So don't confuse it to that of me saying I agree with everything that he does. No. I myself am capable of saying I like you, but I hate what you are doing. So I've grown to acknowledge that I can love a person, but hate what they are doing. So it means that if you change this, I can have this complete love for you. So is Jacob Zuma. I admire that man. I love that man. I disagree with some of the things that he does. And that's my standing about Jacob Zuma. But if you ask me, did Jacob Zuma hate this country? No, I think that guy loved South Africa. I think that guy will die for South Africa. It's just that we have never gotten to a point where we appreciate Jacob Zuma and understand that this guy, yes, there's a bit of corruption, but I've been saying that guy is a born leader. I've been saying that guy, he loves South Africa. That guy, he wants to see the advancement of this country. Yes. The media will speak and you people will comment. Oh, you are hired to soften us. No, I'm self-appointed to speak facts. That's all I do. You can do it too. But that's all I do. I love research. I love looking at facts. I love, there was this time where in my life I wouldn't look. Each day I will read last year in fact, I will read approximately 15 articles a day. You know what I'm saying? I love researching. I love facts. That's why I speak like this. You can't. Let's see what you've got to say. You and I will meet in the next video. But until that next video, good people, please take care.
uyabona namhlanje no 75 ngakusho lokho uma ngijoyina umbutho ngangangabazi ngangingadudiwe ontanga ngangingayithathi njenge fashion kimina kwakuyisinqumo esikhulu kabi sokukhulula izwe lakithi futhi ngathi uma sengiphakathi embuthweni ngayithola ukuthi ipolitiki ayilula inzima ngayinikeza isifundo sokuthi ngizoyifunda ngiyazi ngayifunda ngempela ngiyayazi futhi ngeke ungitshene ngepolitiki ngoba noma sokuthiwa ipolitician ehlakaniphe kangakani mase ubheda ngikuzwa nje usaqala ukuthi hola singena ehlathini la uma ngikhuluma into ngisuke ngazi ukuthi ngithini ngisuke ngingaqageli ngisuke futhi ngingajabulisa umuntu uyabona masikhuluma ngodaba lomhlaba angijabulisi umuntu indaba enzima leyo ubona namhlanje kukhona abantu abahlupheka kakhulu abasendlaleni nokungalingani kwabantu nokuswelakala kwemisebenzi ingoba saphucwa umhlaba okuyiwona oyisisekelo sezomnotho kwanoma isiphi isizwe ukuba singathi thina kulungile hayi kulungile ngoba phela sebawuthatha hawu ngisho ningakathiwa nashona ngeke ningene ezulwini tshendampa akekho umuntu ophuca into yakhe abesethi hayi kulungile ngoba baziphuca kwase kuthi ngemva kwalokho sibase bebhala umthetho sobe siphula umthetho hayibo baphula umthetho oqala labantu bathatha into yethu futhi ke sikhuluma kahle manje ngoba sisho ukuthi awuthathwe nje